Hello, and you're watching the latest segment of the YouFilms Oscars Rundown. I'm your host for today, Jess, and I'm going to be telling you about how a film gets nominated and the politics involved. Now class, we've all heard about the Oscars, more formally known as the Academy Awards, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, it's the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science who decide who wins what award. Well, more specifically, the members. The members of the Academy are separated into groups depending on their role in the industry. Actors with actors, directors with directors, editors with editors. It's within these categories that they'll then vote for the award in reference to their role. Following?
No.
So, the members who are directors will vote for the Best Director Award. Members who are editors will vote for the Best Editor Award. Members who are actors will vote for all 4 acting awards. So if you've ever wondered why it took so long for Leonardo DiCaprio to win, blame the actors. This is how it works for every category except the Best Motion Picture category. That's voted for by all of the members.
How do members know what film or person to vote for?
The Academy sends out a reminder list which has all of the eligible films and the people included.
What makes a film eligible?
For a film to be eligible, the producer has to submit a form which includes a complete screen credit and the details of the qualifying theatrical run.
And what's that about a theatrical run?
A theatrical run is where a feature-length film which is longer than 40 minutes, has to be shown in a cinema in Los Angeles County for 7 consecutive days, any time between January 1st and December 31st. During those 7 days, it has to be shown 3 times a day, with at least one shown between 6 and 10 p.m. However, this does change for certain categories, such as foreign language film, documentaries, short films, and animation.
But how do they change?
Well, for documentaries, the film has to be shown for 7 consecutive days in a cinema in Los Angeles County and New York City. It also has to have a review featured in either the New York Times or Los Angeles Times.
And what about short films?
For short films, the Academy has a list of film festivals and awards that if the film wins, it's therefore eligible for an Academy Award. But did you know for student films, the Academy has a separate award show that's hosted in September, where colleges and universities across America can compete to win awards?
From the reminders list, how do the members vote?
For all except the Best Picture category, the members vote for their top 5 nominees on a paper ballot. These are then counted by a UK-based company and the shortlist is created. Later on, the members will vote from the shortlist for their favourite, which will then be the winner.
And how is it different from the Best Picture award?
Well, for the Best Picture category, all of the members in the Academy can vote, no matter what their role is in the industry. They'll then vote for their top 10 in order of preference. The company will then count the votes, use a maths equation and work out the shortlist nominees. For this category, there's always between 5 and 10 nominations, unlike the other categories which have only 5. This process was developed so that there was a decrease of potential vote rigging.
Do you think what's happening with Trump in America will affect the Oscars?
There's always been a close relationship between politics and the Oscars, and not always a harmonious one. For instance, in the 1930s, the government brought out the Hays Code to impose a degree of moral censorship on the films being made. Then, in the 1950s, under the McCarthy regime, filmmakers and actors were encouraged to expose potential communists. However, more recently, we see acceptance speeches bringing politics and issues into the awards, whether they're relevant or not. These celebrity figures use the platform and opportunity of winning to gain attention whilst saying their views. Meryl Streep did this earlier this year at the Golden Globes, and it's believed more will follow suit at this year's Oscars. But this won't be the first time. In 2003, during his acceptance speech, Michael Moore voiced his opinion on how he disagreed with President Bush's decision to invade Iraq.
Thank you very much. On behalf of our producers, Kathleen Glynn and Michael Donovan from Canada, I'd like to thank the Academy for this. I've invited my fellow documentary nominees on the stage with us, and we would like to, they are here in solidarity with me because we like nonfiction. We like nonfiction and we live in fictitious times. We live in a time where we have fictitious election results that elects a fictitious president. We live in a time where we have a man sending us to war for fictitious reasons, whether it's the fictition of duct tape or the fictitious of orange alerts. We are against this war, Mr. Bush. Shame on you, Mr. Bush. Shame on you. And anytime you've got the Pope and the Dixie Chicks against you, your time is up. Thank you very much.
As you can hear, the speech received a mixture of boos and applause, but was ultimately cut short by the organisers playing the exit music. One of the most well-known times was in 1973 when Marlon Brando declined his Oscar win for The Godfather. Instead, he sent Sacheen Littlefeather to represent him.
Accepting the award for Marlon Brando and The Godfather, Miss Sacheen Littlefeather.
Hello, my name is Sacheen Littlefeather. I'm Apache, and I'm president of the National Native American Affirmative Image Committee. I'm representing Marlon Brando this evening, and he has asked me to tell you in a very long speech, which I cannot share with you presently because of time, but I will be glad to share with the press afterwards, that he very regretfully cannot accept this very generous award. And the reasons for this being are the treatment of American Indians today by the film industry, and on television in movie reruns, and also with recent happenings at Wounded Knee. I beg at this time that I have not intruded upon this evening, and that we will, in the future, our hearts and our understandings will meet with love and generosity. Thank you on behalf of Marlon Brando.
Thanks for watching, that's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe to more videos of the U-Films Oscars Rundown.